The hot seat run at the moment, it's the Slovenian leading, Špela Horvat, a 4:29 in qualifying and having a great finals run. This is her first look at the track and riders telling us that it's just getting worse and worse at the moment, stickier and stickier. The tree roots are even slicker than they were, much slicker than they were yesterday when the rain was actually coming down. So it's going to be interesting to see how this race unfolds this afternoon.
My name is Špela Horvat and I'm a mountain bike downhill racer from Slovenia. I started riding in 2008 or 2009, not sure anymore. The one who inspired me for the sport was my dad, as he's already riding mountain bikes for the last 30 years. He took me to a 4-cross race back in the days and I was so excited about it that I wanted to try out for myself. So that's how my mountain biking career began. I was always an adrenaline kid. Before I was riding mountain bikes, I did ski jumping and also show jumping on horses. So I was always looking for that adrenaline thrill, that excitement in sports. And yeah, I was never like a girly girl. I was always into more fast sports, boy sports, also skiing. Yeah, I think that's the reason why I still ride mountain bikes today. Well, racing was just a logical path for me because I always wanted to be an athlete. My dream was always to become a professional sportswoman, but I never really knew if I could achieve this level or not, but I know that that was always my dream. I also come from a very sporty family. My dad was a professional ski jumper. His cousin was a professional ski racer. So it was just logical for me to pursue the path of becoming a professional sportswoman myself. I can't really specify who inspires me or who my inspiration is because I look up to so many people, to so many also different athletes, not really mountain bike athletes. I would say in general, people who inspire me are usually those hard-working athletes that weren't really given everything. You know, there are athletes who are born with a gold spoon in their hands, and there are athletes who really need to work hard for their achievements. And I always look up to those who really worked their asses off to be where they are now. The biggest thank you regarding support definitely goes to my family, because without them I wouldn't be where I am now. My family definitely played a huge role in this whole story because they were supporting me since day one. They were taking me to races when I was still a teenager, so they also invested a lot of money, so they were definitely my first sponsors. But now I'm currently supported by from this season on. I'm officially supported from Pivot Cycles, Maxi Tires, Kashkor, Profuse Bikewear, Girlfriend Brakes. What else? It's actually hard to name them all because every year there's a new partner joining the team. So yeah, but I'm so grateful to everybody who decides to support me. Coming 10th in Maribor World Cup was something unbelievable. I couldn't when I finished the race, when I crossed the finish line and look at the board, I couldn't really believe what was happening, because getting into the top 10 was my ultimate goal for my career, because I always told myself, yeah, when I get top 10 in World Cup, then I can also stop racing. So when it happened, it was just a surreal moment. I couldn't really believe what actually happened. And I was in some kind of trance. I also cried out of happiness. So yeah, it was definitely a very, very strong and very emotional moment for me. I still believe that women are not treated equally in this sport, because in my opinion, as from my point of view, women are still a sideshow at the UCI World Cup. Most of the people there are coming to watch the men because, I don't know, men are faster, men are more attractive to watch. But on the other hand, not a single woman riding on World Cup tracks is slow. All girls there are very fast, very, very well prepared. We do all the big jumps, all the big lines, and women's sport, women's downhill has progressed enormously in the last 10 years. And I would definitely love to see sponsors and the public as well treating women more equally towards the men, or compared to the men in this sport. What bothers me is that many guys and many other boys think that women get into this sport because of their boyfriends. In many cases that is true, but a lot of women pursue this sport because they just find it interesting. And at least on the trails, I hate being looked down on just because I'm a woman, because my gender doesn't define my skills or my speed. Usually the men who look down on women or who look down on me on trails usually eat my dust. It's actually hard to say what my goal in what the goal in my career is, because I have reached one of my most wanted goals last season, which was top 10 in the UCI Downhill World Cup. So I guess my goal for this season would be consistently qualifying to the World Cup and get more top 10s. Also get faster on the bike, get more stylish on the bike. I definitely see myself not in the future not only as a downhill racer, but as an all-round female mountain biker that does everything, that does downhill, that does dual slalom, pump track, also some freeride events. I would like to be the thing that is called the perfect mountain biker.